Hiya, Dave here, RC Pilots. This video is about the DJI Neo. The Neo, this one's the combi pack. Nice sort of set of options, the controller, the Neo, the goggles, the N3 goggles. Looked good, I was really excited about getting it. So this is the box, I should say, and I still have the battery charger. I have the goggles, they're in there. I have the remote control, but I don't have the Neo. It's gone. After about 2 minutes, 20 seconds of flying, gone. What's happened, eh? So it is, first off, I have to say, when I got it first, I was really impressed. I was surprised actually how small the Neo is. It's smaller than I realized. It literally does, as they say, fit in the palm of your hand. So I shouldn't have been that surprised. The other thing that surprised me was the clarity of the image. If you're moving from analog video transmission to digital, which this is, it's huge. It's night and day. Analog has its place, but I was really blown away by it. And you know, straight away after watching loads and loads of YouTube videos about it, I put it on in that park there and zipped around the place, and it just felt so intuitive and so natural. Even going in under that tunnel and everything was a big surprise. It was so much easier than I thought. Bit of a wobble there. There was something showed up there that I seem to have lost the GPS signal, which sort of surprised me. But it, you know, and with it, I seem to lose control. But it was temporary, and in the excitement at the moment, at that time, I didn't think much about it. So I just took it in, I landed it, and then I went for the main flight, the 2 minutes and 10 seconds, 20 seconds, whatever it was. So everything's going fine for the first while till I hit about 49, 50 seconds. And I hit the very slight obstruction there in the tree, which surprised me. I've flown many different drones in the past, and I didn't expect that I should. I just didn't seem to have quite the control, and I put it down to maybe the controller gadget was just maybe, you know, not quite the same. And they do say that it's not quite the same as a radio control unit. It's great, but maybe I was getting things wrong there. Dropped signal, and I just thought that shouldn't have really happened. Signal came back, continued on. At 1 minute and 7 seconds, shows 11 satellites, which should actually be loads of satellites, but it shows up here has been a problem. And when I had the first drone, the Phantom 1, there was no GPS, there was nothing. You just flew at seat of the pants. Blew away one day in a very strong wind, and took many hours to get it back. Since then, things have improved a lot, and you know, if you were getting a GPS signal with the earlier drones of 5, 6, 7 satellites, you were delighted. 9 satellites was loads, 10 most certainly. So when this shows a problem at 11 satellites, that just doesn't quite make sense. I'm left wondering, are they saying it's 11 satellites, but it isn't really? I don't know. I'm not saying DJI is wrong. All I'm saying is it left me a little bit surprised. So even when the satellites did come back, it still wasn't flying like I was controlling it. It just felt sloppy. I didn't really know what was happening. Then 126, I go up high, thinking maybe I need to get a clearer signal. Things seem to be okay. I come in to swoop down under the bridge. Really started thinking, wow, this is fun. Go in under the bridge, go to rise up out. Something I've done many times before with many different drones and airplanes, helicopters, and this was not natural. It went up and it sort of wavered and turned, and I don't recall turning. I most certainly didn't want to turn in that tight spot. I wanted to get up and up and up and clear everything. Before I knew it, I was in the trees and getting the signal there, 16 red satellites, and that's when everything just stopped. It got buckled in the trees, there's no signal, hit the water, and went down a fast moving stream. So what do you think? What do you think is behind that? Initially I thought, look, I was over enthusiastic and I should have been more careful. And you know, maybe that point still stands. Yes, I have been flying drones for many years. I previously even got a full aviation authority license. So somebody obviously considered me somewhat reasonable and sensible. I've flown helicopters, airplanes. So I have some awareness of, you know, how these things should perform, but this just didn't seem right. And then I was doing a bit of research on YouTube and came across another guy who actually encountered a similar type of problem where basically he was flying in the open, he was maneuvering around, shooting at 4K, and for no apparent reason, he lost the satellite link. And when that happened, he struggled to control the drone. Eventually, it came back under control. And in his mind, he thinks what might have helped is he actually stopped recording completely. He tried again subsequently, it happened again. He stopped recording, and then he tried recording in 1080p at 60 frames per second, and that didn't seem to present a problem. So I'm left wondering, this is not an anti-DJI video for a second. I'm not trying to suggest that there's some serious software problem, hardware problem, whatever. I'm just asking the question, is it possible that this little unit packs a lot of electronics in a very compact area, and maybe it gets overloaded? If you're flying around the place, multiple controls going through this, changing height, direction, and shooting at 4K, is it causing the system, the motherboard, something just to trip out or to drop the GPS signal and cause some sort of very unpredictable movements in your drone? Um, I'm inclined to think there might be something in that. For the record, all firmware is up to date. It is interesting that another chap that I referred to, once he encountered the problem and he stopped recording, the problem went away. So I made this video just to put it out there. I loved the drone. All my flight time with this. But maybe there is something that you need to be careful of. If at any stage you find, even in open areas, that you're having problems with your GPS signal and you're recording in 4K, until such time as this might be validated as a legitimate problem, maybe stick to filming in 1080p 60 frames per second, or just keep doing a bit more research. So that's my story. Please keep watching, because I'm sure I'll have some more stories. I will be looking at replacing this. It just cost me way too much money to resign. I'll check out I have DJI Care Refresh. So I'm going to look into this. It seems a shame to have goggles, a controller, a couple of batteries, nothing to fly with. So thanks for watching, and I'd love to get your feedback on this. All the best. Good luck.